Alright, so in this exercise, we've got our little template here, weekly sales, and what we want to do is calculate this GST. But what we don't want to do is we don't actually want in this area up here to have to reference the cell address in the formula as J1. We want to refer to it as GST. So to do that, we actually need to give the cell address J1 a name. And all we simply do is first put in the value, which is 10%, click on the cell, and then come across to the name box and just simply type in a name. So basically with this, we don't want spaces. We generally try to avoid underscores, but you can use them. I'm just going to call it GST, hit the enter key, and that cell J1 is now called GST. And you'll see if I move around to other addresses, they all change. As soon as I go back to J1, it refers to it as GST. Now the advantage of doing that is when you're actually using formulas or creating formulas, you can actually see those words rather than cell addresses. So it becomes less confusing as to what you're actually calculating. So in this case here, if I want to calculate the GST on the subtotal, and the GST in Australia is similar to things like the VAT, sales tax in other countries. So in this case here, I just simply go equals E9 times GST, because we're looking at 10%, hit enter, and you can see it calculates it at 3,230. So you can see here that it's very easy to say, okay, we're taking the subtotal and we're multiplying it by 10% from the GST. In the total, we can now just add those two together, so we can go equals E9 plus E10, hit enter, and we now have our template working correctly. So it's very easy to give any single cell its own name so you can refer to it in the future. You don't want to do it with every name. You only want to do it with names or cells that hold important information.